welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over a popular service in the salon called the Ultimate Works, and as you can see here, we're starting off with her previous install, and she's had it in for about 2.5, almost 3 months. We're first going to start off with taking the closure down first. She had a sewing with a closure initially. We're going to start with taking the closure down first. But before we can take the closure down, we have to take down the track that is around the closure, which is essentially holding the closure in place and kind of keeping everything at the top stable and sturdy. So after we take that track down, we are going to then be able to fully take the closure piece all the way off. I usually start from the top and come down as far as my install takedown is concerned. Then after we get all of the tracks out and the closure off, we are then going to, of course, take the braids down. My clients have a lot of braids in their install because I really love for them to have security, to be able to wear their install for a while and get their money's worth, of course. As you can see here, all of her hair is out now, and we want to make sure that we thoroughly comb out all of the braids, all of the dirt, all of the buildup that's in there, so that we can be able to wash thoroughly and get all of that out. And of course, this is one of the most favorite parts of the service: washing. After that install has been in for so long and you cannot get to that scalp and itch, ooh child. Yes, in the bowl, falling asleep. We go through a few washes before we go ahead and start to condition. Deep condition under the dryer for about 20 minutes. And after we have her conditioned very, very well, we are going to comb her hair out thoroughly, and then we are going to go ahead and start to blow dry. I like to blow dry very thoroughly because it ensures for a very flat braid down. A very good braid down or a very good foundation ensures that your install does not have you out here looking like a helmet head, because I know we all done seen that before. And of course, we get that good oiling on that scalp, moisturize and hydrate before we go ahead and start sewing. We always gonna start with the closure first. It just gives a better outline for what we have to work with when we start to sew in our tracks or our bundles. When it comes to sewing in my bundles, I like to sew them in singled, meaning that I do not fold my tracks and then sew. I like to sew them in single because it provides for the most flatness. And after I'm done sewing everything in, I'm just going to take some foam wrap and I'm going to mold her closure so that everything will be nice and flat for when we start to style. Now I'm just going to press out everything to make sure everything is thoroughly straightened. You can get some type of bulking at the top of the track from where it was bound together by the rubber band or the strings that hold it together. So we're just going to make sure it's all pressed out very well. Now here I'm just going to measure and make sure that where I'm going to cut is where she actually wants it. I believe that talking to my client and communicating effectively and having a consultation is what provides the best service, because everyone is clear on what they are getting and what they're wanting. She is getting a asymmetrical bob type of cut or look, so I'm just going to go ahead and clean everything up, I do not use clippers all the time. Sometimes I like to do it the old-fashioned way and use my shears to get a clean cut. So this is what I'm doing here, all the way around. This is the side of the bob that's asymmetrical, so you want to make sure you take your time and cut. I always have a rule that I'd rather cut it longer than shorter, because you can always cut more, but you cannot bring back hair that has been cut. So just take your time. Of course, I do this all the time, so it looks like I'm moving pretty fast. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and go in and remove some of the bulk, because you don't want it too heavy at the bottom. So I'm going in and texturizing her bob so that it'll have more movement and more flow, and that it won't end up looking all stiff and straight across. And here is her new look. I was so excited. She was very happy with her hair and how it came out. I love the asymmetrical bob look. I think it's clean. I think it's professional. I think it's sleek. And it kind of like transcends time. Enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of all of my future uploads.